Um, I forget the gist of the conversation is that um, the basically it's not always not everything gets better just because you have money. And I think I kind of like thought about that in my own life because I went to like a private elementary school, so everyone was like very wealthy, and like I grew up, my family was like middle class, and I grew up thinking that we were like dirt poor because all of these people were so rich, but like that wasn't the case. We had a very nice house, and like I was very lucky as a child. um but yeah, that just kind of made me think of my own life and how so many people are seen as like wealthy and they're not happy. Like money definitely does not equal happiness. And then also in The Outsiders, the theme of like violence and fighting, I thought a lot about, and how it's like it's just so ingrained into especially men like in society that their anger is like should be taken out with violence, and that's like scary. And I literally wrote in my notes, boys are scary. um just like I feel like also it's the theme of like being abused, like people who are abused in their childhood are like much more likely to abuse others throughout their lives, or people like get bullied, kind of the same thing. um and then this is a long video, but um and then in Forever, which I loved, I think I liked it because it's just like I'm a sucker for like cute love stories, and like they're in love, and I was so sad when they broke up. But um I think a lot of first relationships are, they kind of like make the promise to each other like we're gonna be together forever, or we're gonna get married, or like I'll always love you, whatever. And I think that kind of sets people up for failure because a majority of the time that does not happen. I know I did that in my first relationship, and now I'm like, why would I say that? But I'm sure like that's something a lot of people do, and because it feels so new and like exciting to fall in love, and then you realize that it's not right. um and then also in Forever, a theme that stuck out to me is that, like, at first when I was reading, I thought that like Michael was really respectful of Kath's like um decisions not to like have sex with him yet. And then I was like, wait, is he being respectful, or am I just like conditioned to assume the worst in men? Because there's so many parts of like we talked about in class that he is just like pressuring her, um kind of like mostly verbally and like a little bit physically. He's just being a little bit pushy, when she says like I'm not mentally ready, and he's like, what does that mean? It's just, I thought it was interesting that, I don't know if Judy Blume like did it on purpose, that it seems kind of like seems like he's being respectful of her wishes, but then you kind of realize like that's not what being respectful is. But it also kind of like went both ways because Kath was kind of like, she was kind of considering it. She was like, I do like want to sleep with him, but also like I know I'm not ready. So that also kind of made it like, oh, he's just trying to like help her make the decision. But clearly that's not the way to go about it, because I feel like she was very clear to him, like, I like you and like I want to have sex with you, but I'm not ready. Okay, that's where I am done with my thoughts, and I'm sorry this was a long video, but yeah, that's all I got.